Let me break something to you that might change the way you see things. You think life is complicated? The stock market, relationships, success, happiness, they all seem ridiculously complex, right? Well, that's not true. Life is actually way simpler than we make it out to be. We just don't like simple answers. Think about it. Every self-help book could be summed up in a couple of sentences. Eat less, move more. Relationship advice? Communicate, care. Success? Work consistently on something valuable. But that's boring, so we look for something more complicated. We go for the 47-step morning routines, the fancy diets with trademarks, the ancient secrets no one wants you to know. Here's the kicker. While we're busy chasing complex solutions, life is shouting simple answers at us. But simple doesn't sell books. Simple doesn't make us feel unique. So we get tricked into thinking the complexity is the answer. The truth? Life has always been simple. We just overcomplicated the search for answers. Let's talk about something that'll mess with your mind, the effort paradox. Here's the thing sometimes, the harder you try, the more you fail. Think about sleep. You can't force it. Happiness? It tends to run away the more you chase it. Love? Try to make someone love you and see what happens. This is called the backwards law. The more you desire something, the more it slips through your fingers. It's like trying to stay afloat by swimming harder. The more you struggle, the faster you sink. You can see this pattern everywhere. Desperate people push away opportunities. Needy people push away relationships. Stressed people push away peace. We all know this, don't we? Every athlete knows that overthinking messes up their performance. Every artist knows that forcing creativity kills it. And yet, what do? We try even harder. So, what actually works? Effort without attachment. Action without desperation. Do the thing, but don't grip the outcome like your life depends on it. Life rewards the relaxed, not the lazy. There's a big difference. Now, here's another one for you. The control paradox. It's one of life's biggest jokes. The more you try to control everything, the less control you actually have. It's honestly kind of hilarious when you think about it. We try so hard to control every little thing, every minute, every detail, every possible outcome, and then life just swoops in and throws a curveball anyway. We're all control freaks in denial. The truth is, control is like trying to hold water in your hands. The harder you squeeze, the faster it slips through your fingers. The ancient Stoics had this figured out over 2,000 years ago. They realized you can only control two things, your actions and your reactions. Everything else? That's life's department. The breakthrough is learning to focus on your circle of influence and ignore your circle of concern. Can you control traffic? No. Can you control when you leave? Yes. Can you control how others perceive you? No. Can you control being someone worthy of respect? Absolutely. Stop trying to be the CEO of life. You're more like a surfer riding the waves. Your job is to master the ride, not the ocean. Now here's something that'll really blow your mind, your brain's secret night shift. While you're asleep, your brain goes into full-on cleanup mode, like a team of janitors working the night shift. Scientists discovered that your brain has its own waste removal system. During deep sleep, cerebral spinal fluid moves through your brain tissue, clearing out the toxins that build up throughout the day. It's like a dishwasher for your thoughts. This is why you feel so much clearer after a good night's sleep. And here's the craziest part. Your brain actually shrinks while you sleep to make room for this cleaning process. The cells contract, opening up channels for the fluid to flow through. This is next-level science. Your brain is 60% fat, weighs about 3 pounds, and burns 20% of your daily calories just by thinking. Basically, we're walking supercomputers that need regular maintenance. The research on this is mind-blowing. One night of poor sleep can leave metabolic waste in your brain. It's like trying to work in a cluttered office. Everything feels harder. Scientists are still uncovering just how this nightly reset impacts everything from memory to creativity. Your brain's got this secret night shift crew that you never knew about, working hard while you're getting your rest. Now, onto something else that trips us all up, the happiness trap. Here's why you can't catch happiness. It's the only goal that runs away when you chase it. Happiness is like a cat. Ignore it, and it'll jump right into your lap. We've all been there, right? Chasing after the perfect job, relationship, body, thinking, then I'll be happy. But neuroscience reveals something wild. Your brain has a happiness set point. Win the lottery, and you'll be back to your baseline in 6 months. Go through a terrible accident? Same thing, back to baseline in 6 months. It's called the hedonic treadmill. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a byproduct. It comes from progress, not achievement. From connection, not possessions. From giving, not getting. We're searching for happiness in all the wrong places. The trick? Stop chasing it directly. Instead, focus on meaning, growth, and contribution. Do things that matter, and happiness will show up uninvited, like an unexpected gift. Here's the biggest paradox of all. The less you need happiness, the more it'll appear. Let's talk about your biased brain. Your brain isn't a truth-seeking machine. It's a pattern-matching machine with delusions of objectivity. Right now, it's running dozens of cognitive biases. Confirmation bias makes you cherry-pick evidence that backs up your beliefs. The halo effect makes you think attractive people are smarter. Loss aversion makes you fear losing $100 more than you enjoy gaining it. You're basically walking around with Instagram filters on reality. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You judge others by their actions, but yourself by your intentions. You remember your successes and forget your failures. And, deep down, you think you're above average at just about everything. It's called illusory superiority, and yes, you've got it, too. The kicker is that you can't turn these biases off. They're hardwired into us as survival mechanisms. But here's the good news. You can recognize them. Awareness is your superpower. The next time you're sure about something, take a pause and ask yourself, which bias is talking right now? Your brain is constantly editing reality to match your beliefs. At least now, you know that filter exists. Now, let's talk about something pretty mind-blowing. The 90-10 emotional rule. Get ready for this. 90% of your decisions are emotional. Only 10% are logical. Your rational mind isn't really in the driver's seat, it's just narrating the trip. Think you chose your career logically? Nope. You felt drawn to it, then justified it with logic. That gut feeling you have about someone? That's your emotional brain processing millions of microsignals faster than your conscious mind can keep up with. Your emotions are actually smarter than your thoughts. The science behind it is fascinating. Your emotional brain processes information 500,000 times faster than your logical brain. So by the time you start thinking about something, your emotions have already made the decision. You're not really making decisions. You're rationalizing what you've already felt. But here's the good news. This isn't bad news. It's actually great news. Your emotions are data, not directives. That pause between feeling and action? That's where your true power lies. Use it. Your personal fiction writer. Your memories aren't like recordings. They're more like Wikipedia pages that anyone can edit, and the main editor is you. Every time you remember something, you're literally changing it. The act of recall makes memories malleable. Your brain fills in gaps with current knowledge, modifies details based on new experiences, and sometimes invents things that feel real. You're not remembering the event itself. You're remembering the last time you remembered it. Scientists have proven this repeatedly. They can implant false memories that feel so vivid, people swear they actually happened. That confident courtroom testimony of yours? Probably about 40% fiction. That childhood trauma you've carried? Might be partially manufactured. Your brain is an unreliable narrator pretending to be a documentary filmmaker. But here's the good news. If memories are malleable, you can rewrite your story. Not by lying, but by choosing which parts to emphasize. You're already editing your past every time you recall it. The lesson? Your memories are stories, not documentaries. Since you're the editor, you might as well do it consciously. Choose which parts of your story to highlight. The 80-20 life principle. Want to transform your life? Understand this. 20% of what you do creates 80% of your results. The rest is just noise. Look at your life right now. 20% of your relationships bring 80% of your joy. 20% of your tasks produce 80% of your value. 20% of your habits create 80% of your problems. We're all majoring in minor things. The math is everywhere. In business, 20% of customers generate 80% of profits. In your closet, you wear 20% of your clothes 80% of the time. Life isn't fair, it's exponential. So here's the key: identify your vital 20% and double down on it. Which activities actually move the needle? Which relationships energize you? Which habits truly matter? Stop optimizing the 80% that doesn't matter. The brutal truth? Most of what you do is waste. But here's the freedom in that: you can cut out 80% of your efforts and barely notice. Focus on your vital 20%. Double down on that and ignore everything else. Habit loops, your autopilot system. You don't have bad habits. You have perfectly functioning loops with terrible rewards. Every habit follows the same pattern: cue, routine, reward. For example, cue, check your phone. Routine, scroll through social media. Reward, get a dopamine hit. Outcome, feel stressed afterward. Or, cue, eat junk food. Routine, grab that bag of chips. Reward, temporary comfort. Outcome, feel worse later. Your brain doesn't care if the habits help or hurt you. It just runs the program. Here's the kicker: you can't delete habits. You can only replace them. The neural pathways are like permanent highways in your brain. But you can change the routine while keeping the same cue and reward. For example, cue, stress. Routine, do push-ups instead of eating junk food. Reward, stress relief, just with a better outcome. The average person runs 40% of their day on autopilot. But here's the power: you can design your habit loops consciously. When you do, autopilot becomes your ally. Keep the cue. Keep the reward. Just upgrade the routine. Simple. Small choices seem meaningless until they suddenly aren't. The secret isn't motivation or willpower. It's math. Focus on systems, not goals. One healthy meal today, one page read, one push-up. The compound effect will take care of the rest. Here's the big picture: life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. You're not on some quest to discover a predetermined destiny. You're building it, choice by choice, habit by habit, day by day. The paradoxes teach you balance. Your biased brain? It shows you humility. The compound effect? It gives you power. Every concept connects. The ultimate cheat code? It's simple. Accept what you can't control, almost everything. Master what you can control, your actions and reactions. Compound tiny improvements daily. That's it. Everything else is commentary. Now you understand how your brain works, why happiness hides, how habits form, and where true power resides. You know that memory lies, emotions drive you, and small actions compound into destiny. You have the manual. And hey, if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you.